Imagine spending years of your life searching for one thing and being repeatedly fooled by the same cosmic mirages. That was the frustration of Charles Messier, an 18th-century French astronomer. Messier's obsession was comets. In his era, discovering a comet was a guaranteed path to scientific fame. But there was a problem. Faint, fuzzy patches of light kept appearing where they shouldn't be. Through his telescope, these objects looked just like new comets. Messier would excitedly note their position, track them over several nights, and then realize they didn't move against the stars. They were not comets at all. To a comet hunter, a fixed, fuzzy object was a false alarm, and Messier was getting tired of being sent on a wild goose chase through the heavens. So, in the early 1770s, he began a practical project. He started compiling a list of these nebulous impostors so he and his fellow comet hunters could quickly recognize them and move on. His first catalog, published in 1774, contained 45 objects. It was a working tool, not a grand survey of the universe, a personal cheat sheet, if you will. But the list kept growing. As Messier's telescope improved and his observations continued, he added more objects across the decades, revising his catalog in 1781 and again in 1784. The final version, which he published in 1781, included 103 objects. This would later be expanded to 110, with a few additions by other astronomers who filled in his notes. The catalog contains a stunning variety of celestial phenomena: spiral galaxies like the Andromeda Galaxy, glowing clouds of gas like the Orion Nebula, and dense clusters of stars such as the Pleiades. Messier did not know what these objects truly were. He simply saw them as fuzzy things that are not comets. Their true nature, vast islands of stars or stellar nurseries, lay beyond 18th-century astronomy. However, his catalog had an unintended consequence. While Messier wanted to avoid these objects, other astronomers found them fascinating. They started using his list as a guide to the night sky's most interesting sights. For amateur astronomers today, the Messier catalog is a rite of passage. It is a challenge. Can you find all 110 objects with your telescope? It is a guided tour of the heavens' best attractions. The list itself tells a story of scientific obsession and a touch of annoyance. Messier, the comet hunter, was so plagued by these impostors that he built the very map that would lead others away from his own personal quest. He never achieved the level of comet discovery fame he craved, but his catalog became his lasting legacy. It is a monument not to finding what you seek, but to what you find along the way. Think about that the next time you see a photograph of a distant galaxy. Chances are you are looking at a Messier object, a celestial false positive from a bygone era. Messier's list, born from frustration, now serves as a gateway for millions of backyard astronomers. It is a bridge between the anxious hopes of a single scientist and the shared curiosity of humanity. Its very name, the Messier Catalog, has become a symbol of the universe's wonders, transcending its original purpose as a mere warning sign for comet hunters. It's a perfect example of how scientific tools can become works of art, and how a practical solution to a specific problem can evolve into a universal treasure. Today, amateur astronomers refer to objects by their Messier numbers, like M31 for the Andromeda Galaxy or M42 for the Orion Nebula. The letters M and NGC in modern star charts owe a debt to Messier's effort. And the name Messier is also remembered for precisely the thing he wanted to avoid: the deep sky. His name is now synonymous with the galaxies and nebulae he initially saw as mere distractions. So the next time you hear about the Messier Catalog, remember the man behind the telescope, a dedicated comet hunter who, by trying to avoid the universe's most beautiful sights, ended up introducing them to the world. His legacy is a lesson in the power of careful observation and the unexpected ways knowledge is built, one fuzzy spot at a time. Subscribe for more stories like this.